Good morning, students. We can continue our topic of physics, that is system of particles and rotational motion. Okay, yesterday we have learned the moment of inertia and radius of gyration. So today we can study about the kinetic energy of rotating body. Okay, so you have learned in a translatory motion, kinetic energy of the body can be given by the formula 1 half mv square. Okay, so what is that kinetic energy exactly? So 1 half mv square means m is the mass of the body, v is the velocity of the body. Okay, and that kinetic energy I have defined the energy possessed by the body due to its motion. Now, in case of rotational motion, means for the rotating body, how we can define the kinetic energy? So, kinetic energy of rotating body can be defined as energy possessed by the body due to its rotational motion. Okay, as soon as we pronounce the word rotational motion, then V will becomes R into omega. What is the factor V? V is the R into omega, where R omega is the angular velocity, R is the radius of the particle. So therefore, if I will substitute this value, so then kinetic energy, okay, if this is translatory motion, then kinetic energy in rotational motion can be calculated by formula 1 half m into r into omega square. Okay, so here in that case 1 half m into r square into omega square. But we have learned, so 1 m into r square, but m into r square, can you tell me which is that term? That yesterday we have learned, that is nothing but moment of inertia. So therefore, kinetic energy of rotating body or in a rotational motion can be calculated by using the formula 1 half I into omega square. Okay, so that is the formula for kinetic energy of rotating body, where I is the moment of inertia, omega is its angular velocity. Okay, sir, what are the units and dimension? SI unit of kinetic energy will be joule as usual. Okay, and CGS unit will be earth. Okay, 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 earth. And dimensions of that kinetic energy will be again m1 L2 t raised to minus 2. Okay, moment of inertia mr square, m raised to 1 L square, and omega square, that will be t raised to minus 2. Okay, so these are the dimensions of that your rotational kinetic energy. Once you got the idea about rotational kinetic energy, so then now if we plot the graph of omega versus kinetic energy of rotation. So what will be the nature of the graph? Here in that case, kinetic energy is directly proportional to omega square. So therefore this graph will be, if I'll just take omega, if I would have been taken omega square, then that will be straight line passing through origin. But if I am taking just omega, then this graph will be a parabola. Okay, so that will be the nature of the graph. So that parabola will be symmetric about the y-axis. Okay, once you got that, that means your graph of omega versus kinetic energy, then we want to continue for the different forms of kinetic energy. So which are the different forms of kinetic energy? So that we want to learn now. Okay, so that different forms of kinetic energy will be different forms of rotational kinetic energy. Rotational kinetic energy. Okay, so that we want to learn. So the first form of rotational kinetic energy will be, so that we have learned I is equal to, or not I is equal to, kinetic energy of rotation is equal to half I into omega square. So this is the your first form. Now second form, if I want to calculate, so that kinetic energy in terms of angular momentum, you know that kinetic energy of rotation can be written as half I into omega square divided by I. So that is equal to half I square omega square upon I. So that is equal to half. Okay, here what is I omega square? L is equal to I into omega. L means angular, that means your angular momentum. Like as linear momentum, mass into velocity, here moment of inertia into angular velocity. If I will substitute this value, then kinetic energy of rotation can be written as 1/2 L square upon I. Okay, or we can also say that L square upon 2 into I. The third form, in terms of L is equal to R into P, if I will put here R into P, so then your kinetic energy of rotation can be written as, next point will be, L will be R into P square upon 2 into I. Okay, so therefore this equation can be written as R square P square upon 2 into I. Okay, so that will be the next form. Next form will be, again, if I will say the kinetic energy of rotation can also be written as 1/2 I omega into omega. So that is equal to 1/2 L into omega. Okay, so that is the another form in terms of angular momentum. Okay, kinetic energy of rotation 1/2 L into omega. Now in terms of I want to write down the angular velocity in terms of linear, that means your frequency. So then this equation can be written as kinetic energy rotation is equal to 1/2 L into 2 pi n. 2 will get cancelled, L into pi into n, where L is the angular momentum, n is the frequency, linear frequency. In terms of time period, that can be also written as angular kinetic energy of rotation will be L into pi upon t. L into pi upon t. Okay, next point we can say kinetic energy of rotation can also be written as in terms of radius of gyration. So how we can write down? But I is equal to mk square. So therefore this formula will becomes mk square into omega square. Okay, but omega is equal to, if I will write down 1/2 mk square into omega will be V upon, because V is equal to R into omega. So V by R square. So that will be the your omega square. And so if I will say this is 1/2 m into V square k square by R square. Okay, so that is the eighth form. Means kinetic energy rotational can also be written as kinetic energy translation multiplied by k square by r square. This is also one of the relation which I got here in case of, that means your different forms of rotational kinetic energy. Now next point is, sir, we want to just see the analogy between linear motion and rotational motion. Okay, sir, how that analogy is there for kinetic energy, okay, in linear motion as well as kinetic energy in rotational motion. So here I will write down kinetic energy in rotational motion. Okay, rotational motion. And here kinetic energy in translatory motion. In translatory motion, I want to see the analogy between these two motions. Okay, so now you see here, first of all, if I'll say kinetic energy in rotation can be written as first formula 1/2 I into omega square. So that is the first formula, I into omega square. Well, translatory motion, how we will write down? 1/2 m into v square, because I can be written as m, because here in translatory motion m is the mass, while in rotational motion this is the moment of inertia. In translatory motion, it is the linear velocity while it is the angular velocity. Okay. Second point, 1/2 I omega can be written as L into omega. L into omega. Here we can say that 1/2 P into V. Okay. And third point, 1/2 L square by I. Here we can write down 1/2. Instead of L, I will say this will be P square by M. Okay, you know, so that kinetic energy translation P square by 2M. So therefore, that is 2 times P square is equal to 2 times ME, or P is equal to square root of 2 times ME. So that will be your analogy between translatory motion and linear motion. Okay, I will just give one problem to you on that, and so that you will get the idea clear about the rotational kinetic energy. So please write down the problem in short. The flywheel of a mass 2 kg, flywheel of a mass 2 kg, and radius of gyration is 0.2 meter. Okay, calculate the rotation kinetic energy when it makes the 5 revolution per second, means this n is equal to 5. So rotational kinetic energy can be written as, okay, 1/2 I omega square, that is 1/2 m k square into omega square, 1/2 2 into 0.2 square into 2 pi n square. And so if I put 0. Here 2 square is 404 into 4 into pi square into 25, and that answer will be 39.44 joule. Okay, so that will be the rotational kinetic energy. Okay, so this is your formula for, that means rotational kinetic energy, and this is how you are able to find out that answer. Okay, the next period we can see the torque. Okay, so what is exactly torque? Okay, torque is nothing but this is the analogy for the force which we have been learned. Okay, in that means your linear motion. Okay, so just I will discuss what is exactly torque. Okay, so torque is nothing but the moment of force. Okay, or this is nothing but the force into perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. Okay, so that is actually here torque, turning effect of that means force in rotational motion, that is also called as the torque. So what is that exactly, the torque, how it will be acts on the body, so that all these things next period we can see. Okay, today we'll stop here. Okay, that's all right.